It's not worth it. I'm not seeing the immediate gratifications of my efforts, and although they just began, I still feel like I should be farther ahead by now. This disappointing outcome of what I'm working towards is probably just all my fault. I'm not good enough, and I should just stop because I feel sad about the way it's going. The temptations of giving up. If every person who has ever lived gave into this mindset, where would we be as a society? Would there be innovation and creativity, or would we cumulatively have remained stagnant? A quote by Albert Einstein says, "I have tried 99 times and have failed, but on the 100th time came to success." Think about all the great minds who have impacted the world for the better. Authors, actors, physicists, teachers, and mentors. Do you think they wanted to quit at one point? Definitely. If they decided to do so just because they weren't finding immediate success, who would they have become? Would they have been able to rise to their fullest potential or help as many people as they did? This quote does not say, "I tried twice and failed, so I stopped." No. It manifests how life includes trial and error. The only way we can grow is by developing strong roots. The winds of life test us, but if we rise above that and remain firm in our determination, what we can accomplish is unimaginable. In order to do so, however, we have to reject the whisperings of doubt and discouragement. Now, I'm not talking about the reminders of remaining rational in decision-making, but rather the adversary's voice which says that we aren't enough. When we encounter these negative thoughts, we have to cut them off immediately and say to ourselves, no, I am deeply and divinely loved. I have so much to give to the world, and I am not going to let the unsavory parts of today get me down. Life is also about taking calculated risks and making tough decisions. We often do not know what will happen next on our path, but that's what makes life so interesting. We have the opportunity to exhibit resilience, not fear. A common saying is, if at first you don't succeed, try again. We must have determination and develop this self-discipline daily. Try again, not just doing it for yourself, but do it for all the possible people you can help and be an example to along the way. It's a fact that we will get boosts of motivation and hope. From time to time, the magnitude of those feelings will lessen, similar to how our spirits can rise and fall depending on our surroundings. This doesn't mean that our path and abilities have necessarily changed, but it's a test of our willpower. Will we use that motivation to give us a push start, and consequently gather our own self-discipline to keep us moving? In other words, we need momentum. President Russell M. Nelson said, "We have never needed positive spiritual momentum more than we do now to counteract the speed with which evil and the darker signs of the times are intensifying. It will keep us moving forward amidst the fear and uncertainty. It can help us withstand the relentless, wicked attacks of the adversary. Many actions can ignite positive spiritual momentum. Obedience, love, humility, service, and gratitude are but a few." We often need to take a step back and look at why this picture is blurry. Are you too focused on the future and outcomes outside of your control? Remember that we can't allow others' opinions of us to control what we do. So look at what you can fix within your dilemma, rather than give up completely. Every day, find one thing you want to get better at, whether that's an element of public speaking, art, or even math. It doesn't need to be something grand or life-changing. But remember to not stop the positive momentum in your life. It's a lot easier to start running again if you take a break by walking rather than standing still. Ask yourself, where do you want your life to go? What are you good at? What do you love? What are your passions, talents, and what can you truly not live without? So here's your TF challenge, today through forever. Harness and strengthen your self-discipline daily. Find ways to improve and grow, no matter what happens in life. Learn to discern between the impression which tells you that you're tired and need a break, from the voice which deceitfully persuades you to think you're not good, loved, or talented enough to accomplish anything, because the latter is certainly a lie. Philippians 4:13 says, I can do all things through Christ which strengtheneth me. Remember, the perfect time to start is now. So don't give up on what is most important, because you can truly be great, despite our society.